Welcome to the 58th running of the Omloop van Vlaanderen, the 7th round of the Belgian Rally Championship, the 7th of 9 rounds. So we're in the final straight of the Belgian Rally Championship, and this is one of the title contenders, Coda driver Chris Prinsen, who is leading the championship after the previous round, the Ypres Rally.
Het is inderdaad vrij glad.
It's pretty slippery out here. I always compare it. It's Ypres with the asphalt from Tielt. So it's quickly, but it is very slippery at some stages. And of course, the ditches are everywhere here in this region. But because it's fast and slippery, it's sometimes very difficult. Vincent Verschuren was leading the Belgian Rally Championship, but didn't score points deliberately in the Ypres Rally. The rally starts with 4 stages, 2 of them run in the evening. Verschuren is second at the end of that first day.
Ja, het weer,
yes, the weather will probably be important here,
we zijn stukken bij dat super glad zijn,
because some portions are very muddy, very slippery as well, and it's very unpredictable, the weather. It could rain, so you have to gamble sometimes with the tire choice and hope you have the right gamble. Kevin Abbering, winner in the Ypres Rally, driving the Peugeot 208, co-driver Peter Tune.
We kunnen nooit alle proeven winnen.
We can't win every stage, that's impossible. But now we're 4 or 5 seconds after 2 stages. We can't do any magic. I had a good feeling, but we lost seconds anyway. I don't think we can change much, but we have to finish as high as possible. We have to think what we can change, but we had a good feeling with the car. Paul Geusens with the Ford Fiesta, getting more experience every time he drives the car.
250 rechts 10 rem, voor rechts 20 grind, is 75 links 18 vlot.
Ja, het is terug weer inkomen.
Yeah, we have to get back into the rhythm. Ypres is a couple of months ago, so it's very slippery here, so we have to be careful.
Er was regen voorspeld.
We predicted some rain, but there was no rain. It's dry now.
Is dat beter voor
Yeah, it's better for you.
De regen mag voor mij.
Yeah, you can rain for me, but dry is nice as well, to get back into the rhythm after 2 months of non-driving. Peter Jan Meijert also in the Fiesta, still getting the grips with the car. Having a good start, 7th at the end of the first day, and this is Didier Duquesne in another Fiesta R5 Evo 2. 5th at the end of day 1. Achille Boksoen, the youngster.
Links en, links 25 couperen. Rechts 20, diep couperen afval, 150. Links 15 half lang, licht couperen.
It's the first time the Skoda junior driver drives here in Roeselare, so he has to learn a lot.
Het is moeilijk om het tempo te vinden.
Yeah, it's difficult to find the right rhythm because we haven't driven for 2 months. So it isn't easy to give everything from the word go, and we tried to build and find some speed. Another Skoda Fabia, but as you can see, it's a WRC car in the hands of local hero Andy Lefevre, and he's in 3rd at the end of day 1. And these are the standings. Prinsen leading, then from Verschuren, Lefevre in 3rd, then Abbering and Duquesne. Second day of the Omloop van Vlaanderen, then 3 loops of 5 stages to go, 165 kilometers against the clock. And of course, the Omloop van Vlaanderen is also around for the Belgian Junior Championship. This is Romain Delay in the little Opel Adam. He was running at the front, but then had some technical issues and dropped to 4th at the end of the first loop of Saturday. Dropped to 4th behind this man Pierre Vautrin in the Peugeot 208 in the absence of Guillaume de Mévius. All the juniors wanted to do their best and tried to win a round. Jelle Vermeer had a sleepless night the night before the rally, becoming a dad, but he was still in 2nd in the Junior Championship. And Sebastian Bedret combining a European program with a Belgian rally program. set most of the fastest times and was leading after 9 stages with some 31 seconds in hand. Also round of the historic rally championship, of course, with the 47. Jens Maas in the Opel Ascona. Another Ascona in the hands of Stefan Prinzi in 3rd after 9 stages. Monens rented this impressive Opel Trans Europe. He was 1 minute and 30 seconds behind the local hero, the favorite, Paul Alita with the Subaru Legacy. He was also in 8th overall at that time. Some GT cars, but unfortunately for the Porsches, 2 of them had to retire. One of them was Henry Schmelke, and the other one was this Porsche of Chris de Beezer. But fortunately for the spectators, 1 Porsche was left, one of these spectacular machines, in the hands of Frédéric Delplas, throwing his car over the Roeselare stages. Frankie Boulak could win the M Cup for the 3rd time here, and he started well, leading the M Cup after 9 stages. Leading in the old Group N was Bert Koenen with the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10. He was in 9th overall as well. And then we go back to the front. Achille Boxoen, coached by Freddie Loix, of course. Freddie Loix wanted Boxoen to increase the speed, get closer to the front runners. And Boxoen reduced the gap considerably.
Links 25 rond, borduur. En links à fond, licht couperen. Rechts 10, diep couperen, over borduur à fond. 100, rechts 20, laat in, couperen, open.
After 9 stages, Boxoen was in 7th.
Achille, you and Paul Geusens.
Achille, you and Paul Geusens are the 2 youngsters. Is there a fight between you? Well, I have to say I'm not so happy with my stage times of the morning. This morning it was very slippery and we started with the 11 tyres of Michelin. And now it's too hot to use those tyres, so we're a bit floating and we're losing a lot of time. We try to improve that for the next stages. Peter Jan Meijert lost some time, was still in 6th with the Ford Fiesta. Right behind Ford colleague DJ Duquesne.
En breed. En links houden dan voor rechts afval. Rechts afval wordt rechts. Wordt links 3. Vijfde links 3 rond. Nog een toer. Links 3 rond. Breed langs borduur.
Best of the Ford Fiestas was Paul Geusens in 4th. Getting good stage times.
150 links 10 couperen. Links 10 couperen en 100 rechts 0. 150 rechts 25 gladsmal en proper.
Paul Geusens in 4th, 1 minute 24 behind the leader.
Had je de juiste banden deze morgen?
Did you have the right tyres this morning? I think we had the bad choice of the top 5 drivers, yes, but it wasn't ideal.
Of het echt de topkeuze was, dat weet ik niet.
Kevin Abbring will try to make up for the lost ground of Friday evening. It will not be easy, as you can see, it's very damp in the opening stage. Abbring loses some time in some stages, but set fastest times than others. So not that consistent. And after the first loop, Abbring was 31 seconds behind the leader.
We hebben een goed tempo en
We have a good rhythm. I don't feel like we're standing still. It's the same feeling as in Ypres, but I can't explain really where we lost the time. But I don't understand, because this short stage of 6 kilometers, we take back a couple of seconds. So we have to focus now and try to score some points, because we can't close a gap of 30 seconds. That isn't really realistic, but we'll keep this rhythm.
scherp blijven.
Andy Lefevre, top 3, would love to win his home rally.
We hebben een klein foutje gemaakt.
Yeah, we made a small mistake in the Silverberg. We used to live there, and maybe we were too confident and took too many risks. Lost some 10 seconds. And yesterday in the dark, because we have a high starting number, we lost a couple of seconds as well. But apart from that, everything is going perfect. We're still fighting for the lead.
Voor mij is het goed.
So I'm happy. Chris Prinsen started the second and final day as the leader, but on the damp opening stage, this happened.
Links 12 naar voor, rem glad hè. Open naar voor, wordt 70 rem tot 60, T-rechts 30.
Hola. Kijk niet op de baan, dat is goed ja. We waren eigenlijk relatief voorzichtig.
We were pretty careful. I thought. I knew it was slippery, but on a drier pitch in a corner that I have taken flat out 100 times before, we just slid wide into a field. I think the tires were maybe not at their ideal temperature, and so we haven't got the grip that we expected. We tried to leave that field, but the windshield was cracked, and then I hit a ditch and we broke the steering rack. And then it was impossible to continue. We had to do 4 more stages. It was the car was too damaged. Yeah, I think we had a good rhythm. But now our championship is over, I think. And it's to the advantage, of course, of this man, Vincent Verschuren, who would love to have fought against Prinsen, but now takes the lead. With his fans along the road, number 46, Vincent Verschuren, is now the new leader.
Momenteel mogen we niet klagen.
I don't think we can complain. We're leading the rally at the moment.
We hebben toch vandaag al 5 moeilijke
And we have had 5 difficult stages this morning. It was a little bit wet, especially the first one. Unfortunately, Chris made a mistake and had to retire. But I think we will have to fight hard against Andy and Kevin. 10 more stages to go. Boxoen coming back to the service park after that first loop of 5 stages. 2 more loops of 5 stages to go. Boxoen getting the latest hints from his coaching team. And these are the standings after 9 stages. Verschuren leading and 7 seconds in hand over Lefevre, then Abbering, Keusens and Duquesne. That was the end of part 1. See you after the break. Welcome back to the Omloop van Vlaanderen, the 7th of 9 rounds of the Belgian Rally Championship, and dark clouds are gathering over the stages, and then the rain comes down in buckets and the conditions become very tricky. In the Junior Championship, Sebastian Bidre is still leading in the Peugeot 208. No changes in the M Cup as well. It's still Frankie Boulat leading with his BMW M3. Bert Koenen in 9th overall, still with the Mitsubishi, fastest of the production cars. And Frederic Delplas with the Porsche still leading in GT, since the other cars retired earlier in the rally. Historic is still dominated by the specialist of this rally, Paulo Litar, in the Subaru Legacy. Litar is in 7th overall even, with his not so new machine. Paulo Keusens trying to make up some time, but then it starts to rain, and Keusens is one of the first victims of the wet roads, aquaplaning off, and has to retire.
Ja, het was fel aan het regenen.
Well, it rained very hard, and 2 kilometers after the start I just aquaplaned off into a garden, and I hit a tree, and a bit further one of the wheels broke off. That was the end of the rally for Keusens. Boxoen, very careful in those tricky conditions, was still in the rally and gained the spot, was now in 6th. He was improving his speed as well, closing the gap per kilometer to just over a second, and that was the aim for this relatively inexperienced young driver. coached by the reigning champion still, Freddy Loix. Pieter-Jan Meijert, one of the other victims of the rain, but he was still in 5th. This is not the way you're supposed to do this stage, Pieter-Jan. He's still in it, losing some time there, and not too much damage to the car. Jay Duquesne fighting hard, trying to get on the podium in his home rally. For the moment, he's in 4th. And when I said fight hard, this is how Jay Duquesne understands fighting hard. Still in it though, not too much damage. Kevin Abring trying to secure points for the championship, very important. Only 2 rounds left after this one. But Abring losing some more time now, 54 seconds behind.
We zitten richting de limiet. Dus
yeah, I think we're almost on the limit. This is how it goes. We're trying everything we can. We have a good feeling in the car, but I don't think we can change anything. And of course, the rain, how difficult was that? Yeah, it was a bit slower, no? Especially if you don't know how slippery it is when it's dry in the rain, it's very difficult. But we didn't lose any time. Vincent Verschuren was first on the road, of course, after the retirement of Chris Princeton, his other title contender, together with Kevin Abring. And maybe he had a slight advantage having more dry roads. But still, it was very tricky for him as well. Vincent, you lost 17 seconds in the penultimate stage. What happened there? Yeah, it rained very hard and we were still on slicks. And one of the braking points was a bit more slippery than I thought. And at the end of the braking zone, I spun and I had to take first and spun around and I stalled the engine. Yeah, we lost our lead, 5 more stages to go. Because this is the new leader, Andy Lefevre, with his Skoda Fabia WRC. Took some time after that mistake of Verschuren.
Andy, een foutje van Vincent.
Andy, a mistake from Vincent. Now you're leading. Yeah, we're at the start of a stage of Rumbik and it starts to rain hard. So that's it then. He has 1 more minute of dry roads. So this is over for today. I gave it my all and apparently he made a mistake. So now I think we're 0.9 in front and now we're a bit quicker. Now we're 3 seconds in the lead. So Andy Lefevre leading with 5 more stages to go. Only 2 seconds in hand though. Kevin Abring still in 3rd. And then 4 drivers, Duquesne and Meijert. 5 more stages in the Omloop van Vlaanderen. And still the rain comes down. Jelle Vermeire finishes in 2nd in the Junior Rally Championship. 2 days after becoming dad for the 2nd time. And Sébastien Béderet wins this round in the absence of Guillaume de Mévius as well, scoring important points for that Junior Championship. Stefan Prinzi keeps the lead of the Belgian Historic Rally Championship with a 2nd position here in the Omloop van Vlaanderen. But the win went to Paul Littard, who also finishes in 6th overall with his Subaru Legacy. A mighty impressive performance. Frédéric Delplas with the Porsche in the rain. That's not always easy, as you can see here. He keeps it on the road though.
Porsche is eigenlijk niet gemaakt om...
Porsche is not made to rallycross, right? No, exactly. It was a very difficult situation. It was the 2nd stage and it was a lot of rain. And we were on slicks. I think everybody was on slicks. But with the Porsche it's very difficult. So we went off a bit into the ditch, out of the ditch, onto the field and then back to the road. I think we lost 1.5 minutes. But it's a pity, but we're still at the finish. So we're very happy. I think with the first of the Porsches, the other 2 retired. So happy. Delplas in 10th overall. Maillard lost some time when the engine stalled at the start of the zoning stage, but he still finished in a top 5 position. Right behind this man, Achille Boxoen. Despite the difficult conditions, he finished his first Omloop van Vlaanderen, and that was the aim before the start.
Achille, 4e plaats.
Achille, 4th. I think you're very happy. No, I didn't expect at the start of this rally. I think we can be very happy with this performance. And especially, you've reduced the gap towards the leaders significantly during the rally. Yes, indeed. When we look at the first rally with the R5, I think I lost 3 seconds a kilometer, and now it's around 1 second, so that's a big evolution. So I'm very happy with that. And the next one is the East Belgian rally. And the fight for the podium positions. Didier Duquesne eventually finishes on the podium in his home rally, because the leader, Andy Lefevre, had to retire.
6-5-4 en uiteindelijk op
6-5 fourth and on the podium in the end. Yeah, I hadn't expected this. We fought hard in the second loop, in the dry. We attacked very hard, but to try and catch Geurtens. He made a mistake. It was very difficult at the end, but we kept our focus and kept our speed, and we're third. We're very happy. Kevin Abbering gains a position as well due to that late retirement of Andy Lefevre, who went off in the rain 3 stages from the end. So Abbering scores the important points of second place.
2e plaats.
Second. Are you happy with that? Or just not? No, an athlete can't be happy with the second position. But I don't think we could have done better here. I think we had a very intelligent rally after that. Finished a second. But the win went to Vincent Verschuren. Last year he was leading and had to retire. And even in the past he was leading 3 times in the historic version of the Omloop van Vlaanderen and had to retire each time. But this time he kept on to the lead and takes his second win of the season.
Vincent Verschuren.
Vincent Verschuren, congratulations, you've won the Omloop van Vlaanderen. What does it mean to you? It's a great feeling. Last year we were leading and we had to retire. And even before that, we led 3 times in the historics. And I was convinced that today something would happen as well. But I'm so happy that we crossed the line in first now. Very good feeling. And of course, very good for his championship chances as well. He has now a 16-point lead with 2 rounds to go. Vincent Verschuren with co-driver Veronique Hostens takes the win here in Roeselare with almost a minute in hand over Abbering. Duquesne, a nice 3rd position from Boxoen and Maillard. These are the championship standings with the East Belgian Rally and the Condors Rally to go. 16 points lead for Verschuren over Abbering and Prinsen. And it's the champagne then on the very slippery podium. Next round, East Belgian, the end of September.